On August 23, 2025, Roblox witnessed the biggest admin war it has ever seen. 2 creators, 2 massive games, and over 20 million players caught in the middle. It was Jandel, the mastermind behind Grow a Garden, versus Sammy, also known as Spider Sammy, creator of Steal a Brainrot. And the stakes? This wasn't just for bragging rights. Both sides pledged $5,000 to Team Water, making it the largest charity-backed Roblox showdown in history. But here's the twist. This wasn't your normal battle. The winner wasn't decided by combat, but by raw numbers. Whichever game hit the highest concurrent player peak, or CCU, would claim victory. And from the very beginning, this looked like a fight between order and chaos. Grow a Garden, structured, cinematic, and stable, versus Steal a Brainrot, a game infamous for admin spam, chaos, and clips of kids literally crying when their brainrots were stolen. But here's where it gets crazy. Not only did this event break records, it also left fans questioning whether the whole thing was even real or just a scripted marketing stunt. And that's what we're diving into today. Who actually won this war? And was it even a war at all? The admin abuse war wasn't some quiet server test. It was a global event hyped weeks in advance. In fact, Grow a Garden's own Elderbean NPC hinted about it as early as August 9th, 2025, teasing the showdown date of August 23rd. And when the day arrived, both games turned into pure chaos. Players logged in by the millions, waiting for creators and admins to unleash their powers. On Jandel's side, Grow a Garden leaned into structured fight sequence, Jandel's and Sammy's avatars fighting, cinematic visuals, and controlled admin powers that actually kept servers stable. But Sammy's Steal a Brainrot went the opposite direction. Mediocre event at best. It had like only 2 new events, that being his base you could steal from and the Galaxy event, and it gave mediocre pets at best. Players couldn't play on public servers due to brainrots getting stolen. After that, nothing much happened. The only way to actually get good pets was from the admin lucky block, which you had to be crazy lucky in order to pull something good. There was no guaranteed rewards you could get. But here's the catch. While Brainrot's chaos went viral, the servers couldn't handle it, because Jandel redid his event on new servers that skyrocketed the lag spikes, crashes, and instability that kept Sammy's numbers from holding steady. Meanwhile, Grow a Garden's war streams pulled in millions of viewers. Every admin action felt like a cinematic event. Fighting sequence, item restocks, and even DJ Jai's performance. And remember, the winner wasn't chosen by style or chaos. It was cold hard numbers, concurrent player peaks. And as we'll see, that's exactly where the tides turned. So, who actually won the admin abuse war? Let's look at the cold, hard numbers. By the end of the event, Grow a Garden pulled off an insane 21.1 million concurrent players, just edging past Steal a Brainrot's 20.1 million. That's a massive margin at this scale. But the real headline, this wasn't just a record for the game, it shattered the global CCU record, powered by the admin war update pushing Grow a Garden to a staggering 22.3 million players simultaneous. That's right, 22.3 million people logged in at the same time, witnessing this live. That's bigger than any other game in the platform's history. And experts say this single event helped Roblox itself break overall records, surpassing even Steam's CCU numbers. So in short, winner, Grow a Garden. 22.3 million versus 20.1 million. Record broken. 22.3 million players logged in at once during the event. Global impact helped Roblox out CCU Steam and stack up record-setting platform numbers. What this proves, Grow a Garden wasn't just a hit, it dominated. Jandel's game delivered both stability and spectacle in massive volume. Meanwhile, Steal a Brainrot soared in chaos, but couldn't hold the numbers. The data doesn't lie. Now, the big question is, why did Grow a Garden win? Because on the paper, Steal a Brainrot had the hype. It had the chaos, the viral TikToks, even kids crying on camera when their brainrots got stolen. But chaos doesn't always equal victory. Reason number 1, server stability. Grow a Garden didn't just throw admin powers around randomly. Jandel's team staged the event like a cinematic show. Sammy spawning and unleashing his brainrot army, Jandel fighting off the brainrots, and final showdown of Sammy versus Jandel and the green beans. Meanwhile, Steal a Brainrot servers struggled. Jandel's strategy overloaded systems, and lags and crashes made it hard for players to stay online long enough to push those CCU numbers. Reason number 2, narrative and experience. Grow a Garden used its own lore and characters, like Elder Bean, to build a storyline around the war. That gave fans a sense of progression and teamwork instead of random chaos. Brainrot, on the other hand, went for raw shock value. It was fun in clips, but less sustainable for keeping millions of players locked in at the same time. Reason number 3, accessibility. Grow a Garden's mechanics are simpler and friendlier for a mass audience. Plant, harvest, grow bigger. That's easy to jump into, even during an insane event. Brainrot's admin chaos? Entertaining, but harder for casuals to enjoy without instantly losing progress. Reason number 4, momentum. At the peak, Grow a Garden reached over 22 million concurrent players, a record that simply outpaced Brainrot. That kind of momentum doesn't happen by accident. It comes from stability, structure, and a game loop that keeps people online. So while Steal a Brainrot won the internet with memes, Grow a Garden won the war with numbers. And that's the simple truth behind why Jandel came out on top. So officially, the admin abuse war had a clear winner. Grow a Garden hit 21.1 million CCU, beating Steal a Brainrot's 20.1 million. And with the 22.3 million peak, Jandel's game didn't just win the war, it smashed Roblox records. But here's where things get suspicious: the conspiracy theory. Not long after the war, fans started pointing out something strange. Both Grow a Garden and Steal a Brainrot share connections with Do Big Studios, the same group behind multiple Roblox hits. So was this really a rivalry? Or was it a staged marketing stunt designed to blow both games up at the same time? The aftermath. Here's what we know. Grow a Garden cemented itself as Roblox's new #1 game by records. Steal a Brainrot at number 2 with only 1 million player behind it. And Roblox itself? It saw its highest ever platform-wide CCU breaking into mainstream news. So in the end, yes, Grow a Garden won the war. But if both games skyrocketed and Roblox itself shattered records, maybe the real winner wasn't Jandel or Sammy,